Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. We're repairing this Volvo of the guy that's in our toilet at the moment. And yeah, we have no idea how much we'll have to pay for the cleanup of the toilet. Anyway, we've got new stuff to buy. We have to go back here to the main shop. And there's... oh yeah, that was the electronics, okay. We have quite a few things to buy. We need to buy... don't we already have a filter? Okay, let's sell everything that's below 20%. There was a lot of stuff sold. Well, we don't. Oh, we've got a case as well. Alright, fuel filter. We've got a starter. That's probably going to be, yep, in the... electronic section. Serpentine belt. And it's so annoying that it keeps changing the buttons. Idle roller. You only need one. Water pump. Alternator is going to be there. Clutch release bearing. And a clutch plate. Man, this is so much nicer buying it like this than in the previous games where you had to keep typing stuff in and looking at what you needed and so on and so forth. I just wish now that when I click on this, I can just press space. Why can't I press space? Maybe I need to check the keys if there's another key for that. Starter is only 80. Interesting. Alternator should be more expensive, and it is indeed quite a lot more expensive. Of course, the king is still the ABS module, I feel. Alright, let's add parts. We've got the fuel filter here. A nice shiny new one. Wait a second. What is the minimum? Yeah, 75%. So that did need changing. Alright, we've got idle roller. Nice new one, obviously. Got a water pump. There we go. I cannot believe that they're now making even water pumps out of plastic, even on high-end cars like BMWs and such. And then the water pumps just decide the impellers inside, which are also made from plastic, just decide to melt, and then all of a sudden your engine cooks itself. It's nice, isn't it? I don't know. I understand the weight saving and the money saving and such, but come on, that's just insane. Let's add the coolant before we forget. What is this? Bulbula something. What? Bulbulatronics. Masterclass coolant. Very nice. 50-50. Alright, so that's that. We've topped up these fluids. The power steering is okay. We need to go underneath, right? Oh yeah, the relays. Of course. Relay type A. Got the relay type B. And the box cover. Oh. It just snaps in, I guess. Right, what else do we have? Clutch starter. Oh yeah, oil filter. Oil filter will be down below. But the starter will be down below as well, so... yeah. Alright, let's lift it up. Alright. Add the parts. There's the oil filter. And then we have to add... go that way. The clutch plate. And the pressure plate. And then the bearing. And this car is gonna feel like new when we're done. Sorta. And there's the housing. Big housing. And then the drive shaft. And now we can also add the starter. And the alternator, probably. No, the alternator is already on. There's the starter. There we go. Lovely. I believe that's it, apart from the oil in the engine. Didn't we do... Belt tensioner, cam gear. Ah, fuel pump, ignition wires. Okay, it also needs that. And all the spark plugs. And the timing belt. Darn it. Okay, let's do that then. Orders. No, I don't want to do that. There was something else. Change oil, change power steering fluid, drain old. Okay, so they do want to have that changed as well. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, what that multimeter paid for itself. It's really nice. As soon as we bought it, because it found a lot of the stuff that would have been very annoying to find otherwise ourselves. There we go. Alright, so now we need the timing stuff. That's a bit annoying because we've already taken all of that stuff down. Ah. I should have thought first. Yeah. It's not too bad. Okay, there it is, yeah. Need the tensioner. Need the cam gear. And probably, yep, that belt as well. That's a single overhead, it seems. Okay, so that's that, and of course they want the spark plugs and the ignition wires as well. So 4 of these. These are in pretty bad shape. Yeah. And then we'll see what else they wanted us to get. Alright, so we're here in the electronic shop, so we might as well buy this stuff. Spark plug and ignition wires. Single overhead cam, and now we have to go back to the main shop. Buy the tensioner. Buy the cam gear. And the timing belt. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, and now escape, not F, because, you know. Right. Let's add all the spark plugs. I've also disabled the automatic zoom, by the way, because otherwise, when I'd click on this, it would automatically zoom in like this. Which, I suppose, I don't know. I just prefer it like this. Let's add the wires. Lovely. And the cam gear, the new shiny one. And then the belt, of course, as well. And the tensioner. There we go. Now this will look much better. And the rollers. Crankshaft pulley, and then all the belts can go on. There we go. Alright, this looks a lot better now. Before we add the oil, let's just double check. Fuel pump. That's the only thing that needs doing. So let's add the oil, and then we'll go for the fuel pump. Okay, good. That's that. Can we access it from here? I'm guessing not. Let me see. No, we can. Excellent, excellent. All right. 1 fuel pump coming up. Fuel pump. There it is. Oh, look at the fuel rail. What? Oh, that's the MPI. What about common rail? No. Well, it's just called fuel rail. Wow, these are not expensive at all. V12, holy moly. I thought these higher pressure things would be a lot more expensive. Although the injectors are pretty expensive. Why is it called a fuel rail? Why is it not an injector? Mechanical fuel injection shaft. Interesting. Yeah. I've read that these modern, well, I mean, it's been going on for a while, but the fuel injection systems, especially in diesels, I think, with the common rail and stuff, they're at such high pressures, it's actually scary that if you were to work on it while the engine was on, and you unbolted something, that it could literally cut your hand off. the pressures are so high. Don't quote me on that. That's what I read somewhere, I believe. And that's about it. Yeah, we're done. But yeah, it's pretty scary stuff. Anyway, this is done. Nice. 2,600. I don't know how much I think we've spent quite a bit of money for this. But we're still making money. And we're still just level 3. Just... what? We're 4 XP. No, it's actually 24 XP away from leveling. Alright. Other tasks. Let's get one of these. Oh, look. That's like an old... Nissan. I can't remember the name of it. Suspension fuels loose, fix and find any running gear problems. Let's take that. It's like a Nissan ZX or something. Oh, wow. Okay. Paint job. Sun? Yeah, the Z530. This one's from Luxembourg. Lots of tourists coming to the US and importing their cars temporarily, I suppose. It's quite interesting. Alright. Let's move this. Actually, the list is provided, right? Yeah, list is provided for all of this, so we don't need to actually test the car and see what's wrong with it exactly. So let me see our inventory. I'm gonna sell the parts that are really bad. And let's open some of these cases. Okay. More money and another case. Open next case. That's so weird. I'm assuming there's not going to be any microtransactions in this. This is just kind of like a cool little thing where you get extra stuff, which I don't mind at all, as long as they don't do microtransactions. You know, and then have like, oh, gems. This is the most popular options. 100 gems just for 99.90 whatever. Another barn location map. So I guess that's where we'll be able to get old stuff, old cars. Let me see. If I go... oh, wow, this place is actually huge. I'm guessing there it's going to be like a paint shop or something. That's pretty cool. So how do we actually go to another part? I guess we need to use a car. Maybe this is our stuff because it's like a tow truck. No. Shopping photo mode map. Okay. Car salon. Speed track. Car auctions. Barn. Ah, that's probably it. Yeah. But we need a higher level for that. Alright, let's get back in. Look at all this stuff here. I wish we could also repair the school bus. They need to make a DLC about that. Alright, so we said inner tie rods and bushings, rear suspension arms, spring cap. Okay, so nothing huge. Oh yeah. Make things easier, we could just do this. Inner tie rods are probably going to be at the front. And there we go. We're going to have to take the tires off. And that's like a V6 in here, I think. Alright, now we can take the outer tie rod. And get that one. And then on the other side, the same. We'll have to loosen that bolt. There you go. Outer tie rod, and then the inner one. Alright, let's go back there. Rear suspension arm needs to go. Quite a long bolt. You can see that bushing there. No, that's fine actually. So that needs to go. That spring cap. It's interesting that we can just take that apart. I thought you needed to use that special tool for getting that out. I mean apart. And rubber bushing, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's all the stuff that we need to change. This is going to be quick money. Alright, inner tie rod times dos. We got a rear suspension arm. Spring cap. And a rubber bushing. Which you always need anyway. But I kind of hate buying stuff in advance. Especially because we don't have that much money. There's the outer tie rod. Put the tire back on. Everything else looks good here. And I believe... yeah, that's a V6. And go to the other side. Put all that back together. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure the customer kind of wants everything back together, not just, here's the new parts, I bought them for you, goodbye. Oh, and here's the bill. Let's go back here, replace this rubber bushing. And then the cap and the suspension arm. The rear spring goes back on the cap. And now the suspension arm, which fortunately doesn't really need anything else removed. And we're already done. That was pretty fast, wasn't it? There we go. We're done. This bonus 0 though percent. I don't know. 341, not great, but oh well. So we're actually the next level now. Ability to fix parts from group 2. Yeah, but I don't have parking alley cheaper by 50%. I don't really know what they mean by that, because there's no parking alley that you can buy here. Do they mean like this stuff will be cheaper to buy? Or do you have to pay a certain amount of money to have cars parked there? I don't understand. Let me first get one of the cars. Hello, I saw that you've got quite good reviews and I thought that you'll surely handle my problem. I've been to a few experts already. The thing that each expert said and didn't match up at all. Of course, the problem is still there. It boils down to this constant banging. It's unbearable, and the gearbox isn't working properly after the last repair. After a week, changing gear became a nightmare. Please check it and try to fix any problems. I'm counting on your honesty. It's the last chance for my car. If this doesn't do the trick, I'll have no other option but to get rid of it. Anyway, let me know what happens. So, banging, that's probably suspension and the gearbox then. All right, let's take that. There it is. So wait a second, what is this? Like a Honda Type R of some sort? But what? I don't know. Alright, so if I was to move this car to parking area, it's only available for my own. Not really sure. Maybe you can expand it later on and that makes it cheaper, but why would that skill be right at the beginning? I don't know. We should probably take this car for a test drive first to see what's wrong with it. Because, wait a second. I don't think they gave us the list, right? Yeah, exactly. And change oil. Alright. Oh, the engine can be started. Brilliant. Alright, well. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. So it's a 4-cylinder. Wait a second. They sounded like turbos before, but I didn't see any. Oh, wait a second. No, there's the turbo. Okay. Right. So let's use this first. Electronic multimeter. See if there's anything wrong electrically. Because it doesn't start. Maybe the battery's bad. No, that's all good. No, that's all fine. Wait, radiator fan, housing fan. Oh, housing... okay. So all of that, electrically, it's fine. The starter motor seems to be good. The front drive shaft is in a pretty bad condition. That will need changing. And the front sway bar. That's gonna be quite costly. But why does it not start? The battery seems to be okay. 71%. The rear sway bar is also bad. That bushing will need to go. Well, actually, no. I think it's just the thingy. The bolt. But why doesn't the car start? Let's see the spark plugs. That one's okay. That one's bad. Yeah, that's probably why not. Yeah. Spark plugs are all... Ugh. So let's change the spark plugs first so we can actually drive this thing. And see what's wrong with it. Or what else is wrong with it. Press F. Oh my god. So hold on. So here, to get out of this, you press escape. And to get out of this, no, you press escape as well. I'm confused. Right. I think it was out of the shopping list that I needed to press F then, instead of escape. I need to take care of that. So what was the... Oh, that ignition coil is actually bad. We need an ignition coil. Actually, we need two of them. So two ignition coils. So if I go here, and then I press F, yeah, see? Out of the shopping list, to go back, it's either tab again or F, which is my escape thing. And then F doesn't work anymore, I have to press escape. It's, I know I keep complaining about that, but it really is kind of off-putting. It's annoying, to say the least. Okay, so this engine should start now, but we should check the oil first. Where's the dipstick? There it is. Yeah, that's okay. Oh yeah, you can even turn it like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, see, it said escape is closed, but F actually works there. So, let us take this car for a drive now. Can I just take it from here? Alright. And be careful, because it's gonna... Engine can be started. What? Still not. Okay. Would be nice if I could try and start it in here. In the shop. But it still cannot be started, so there's something else wrong with this. Interesting. It's got power steering fluid, it's got coolant, it's got wind... It's got everything. It's got too much brake fluid. But something else is wrong here. I guess there's something wrong inside the actual engine. It could just be one of the cylinders. We could get a compressor tester. Not fuel pressure. Well, yeah, fuel pressure would be good as well. Fuel connected parts. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's get the compression tester. For the cylinders. And everything else will just leave for now. I don't want to spend too much money. So, let's see the compression for each of the cylinders. Yeah. Oh wow, the pistons too. The pistons are bad. Camshaft as well. Not really sure how you test that with a compression tester. Let's also do the fuel pressure. Alright. I think it's okay. Okay, so we'll kind of need to take this engine apart here. Yeah, we'll need to drain the oil. Well, actually, I don't think you need to drain the oil before... Well, no, we'll have to, because we'll need to get underneath it. And take the pistons out. This is going to be a much bigger job than the previous ones, so that's kind of cool. Alright, drain the oil. The fuel filter looks okay, but the thing is, this game doesn't really care if you change the oil filter or not. You definitely need to change it. When changing oil, you wouldn't want to just leave the old one on there. And, you know, it says 74%, and the minimum is 72%. So the, you know, the fuel filter, I mean, the oil filter is fine. It's not on here either. Wait a second. Change oil. See? So, yeah, we can just put it back on. And that's what we'll do. Unless, of course, it'll need to go. Anyway, let's take off the oil pan. This engine will need to be, yeah. I'm not sure if it wouldn't be best for this guy to actually get a new car, because it probably isn't, it probably doesn't have that much value anymore. And, yeah, I'm gonna be buying all of these new ones, because they ain't good. Well, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that one. It's only got 3, right? Alright, and then we can get the... Well, we have to get all this stuff out. All of it! From the engine bay. It's annoying. Unless, of course, this car is very dear to him. Sentimental value, that's different then. I mean... You know, I'm not one to throw stones here, but sentimental value just means you're not thinking clearly. And you're willing to pay more for stuff that it really isn't worth it. But yeah, I'm not immune to sentimental value at all. Yeah, especially with cars, man. I don't know, I feel so bad for previous car. It was still working quite well, but you know, we've decided we've had 3 cars at home, and there was just no point. And the oldest cars simply had to go. Oh, drain the fluid. What fluid? It drained the fuel. Or was it? Oh, there was a coolant. Ugh, okay. Let's see. Under the car on the left. But will I need to take anything else out before? Probably not. I don't know. Yeah. So we've decided the car is still in very, very good shape. Why would we just want to sell it for nothing? Or put it on the scrapyard, you know? Why don't we donate it to someone that needs it? So we found someone whose kid needed a car, and you know, they came here and checked the car. The dad was also there. They were very happy with how the car looked and everything, and then they, you know, they drove it away, and that was kind of it. But then like a couple of days later, they called us and said, hey, this car, you know, it needs like oh well, we're gonna need to take a lot of other stuff down. Well, obviously that'll need to go as well. We took it to a mechanic, and he said that it needs new brakes. We're not willing to pay that much. We don't want the car. So okay, you know, that you got a free car and you can't even pay that much for the brakes, and the brakes really weren't that bad. I mean, maybe they needed changing, but you know, it wasn't anything horrible. We didn't give him a dangerous car because we drove it every day, and it was great. We took care of that car. So okay, you know, we went there. They didn't even have the courtesy of bringing us the car back. We needed to go there and get it from the parking where it was. And it just broke my heart because, one, there was crap all over the car inside. I don't know what the hell happened there. I think they had a bunch of paperwork in there, and then they put a tiger in there, and it just tore up all the paperwork and just threw it all across the car. I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh yeah, let me do this first. And two, I don't know what the hell they were doing, but suddenly the car no longer felt normal. It felt like they poured buckets of sand into the brakes whenever you stepped on them. The bearings were I don't know what the hell happened there. Either they must have taken it on a joyride and just said, fuck you. You know, ha ha ha, you morons, you gave us a free car, now take your shit back. It pissed me off. It really broke my heart to see that poor little car be treated like that, because I went around the whole Europe with that car a few times, and it was just, you know, and that's why I said I'm not immune to sentimental stuff. So, you know, with the car not really being worth much more than a couple €100 really at that point, and all the unknown damage that those assholes did, I'm sorry, but, you know, I don't like insulting people, but that's what they are. I mean, it was a free freaking car in really good shape, and they just did that. So at that point we've decided, well, there's nothing to it. You know, it has to just go into the scrapyard. So we just found a mechanic shop that will take it for free, which in hindsight, I mean, a car shop taking the car for free when it pretty much had a 1-year-old new exhaust system on it, a very good engine, a catalytic converter, all that stuff. You know, it was still in good shape, otherwise that they can probably make very good money on. And, you know, they're so good that they take it for free and dispose of it. Yeah, it feels like a ripoff, to be completely honest. But, you know, and it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm just a stupid little kid at heart, because I felt so bad for that car. I really like that car. It was comfortable. It was reasonably powerful. I mean, you know, back then it was bought in 1996, and it had a 1.8 gas engine, naturally aspirated, with like 120-ish horsepower. It was reasonably large. It was very comfortable, like I said. It was quite safe for the time. Had all the airbags and everything, you know, ABS, this, that. Is that good? Oh no, that's just it. Never mind. So wait a second, what do I need to take care of? Ugh, I wish you would tell me. Do I really need to take... Oh yeah, well, we'll need to take all of this stuff out. I wish I could just take the whole head off, but I think... Well, actually, that camshaft needs to go as well. Oh, this one is actually geared. It doesn't have a... No, that's a belt, isn't it? No, it's a timing chain. Okay. And that timing chain is not in a good way. Clutch plate. Okay. But yeah. You know, short little story, but... I sometimes get way too emotionally attached to inanimate objects. I don't know why. I hate the fact that I do it, but I keep telling myself it's just an inanimate object, a piece of, you know, metal and plastic and all of this. But when you've spent so much time with a car like that you liked and you washed and you loved, and it didn't give you any problems, throughout. That car, it was a Ford Mondeo, 1996. I mean, there weren't any problems. It just had general maintenance that needed to be done. You know, brakes and fluids and stuff like that, filters. Nothing really went wrong on that. Nothing. Anyway, sorry about the rant. I feel sad just thinking about that. I want, you know, every now and then I think about, where is that car today? I wonder if If I ever had enough money, I would start looking for it again and just buy it back from wherever it is and try to restore it. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, including my babbling, which I know can be very long-winded and just boring. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.